Good evening. So, if you're ever wondering how you can use the expected move, which is the plus or minus that a stock will move over a given day, a week. In this example, we will use Nike, the company Nike. NKE is a ticker symbol, and I will show you how I use the expected move to see where we can move to, and I will also use Fibonacci retracement levels to take a measure move and see how far we can either retrace and find an entry or an exit if we're already in the trade. All right, so let's dive into the charts. If you're new to the channel, my name is Calvin, and I've been day trading stock options for about 15 years now. And so the two platforms that I use is Webull to do some charting, and then I also use Thinkorswim, and I'll do some charting on there as well as find the expected move and then see what kind of momentum is coming into the stock. Again, if you're new and you want to have access to my trading community, you can simply go to skool.com right here. And then you can go to Discover Communities and then type in Stock Option Society, and that will come up for you, right? And I do have a free tier where you can just come in, be a part of the group, be around other like-minded individuals. However, if you want to get access to my live streams while the market is open, you definitely want to upgrade to the premium tier, which is less than $2 a day. So just want to throw that out there. So now that I have that out the way, let's dive into the charts. Again, we're looking at Nike, ticker symbol NKE. And today I want to show you what the expected move is for the week. So I would simply go here on trade, and then right here, this number right here. So for the rest of the week, I mean, it already accounted for today. So for the rest of the week, we have $1.34. So what I would do next is I would go back to the charts. I would simply use Webull because it's a little bit quicker. I would hover over this candle, and you can see we opened up right here. So when I hover over this candle, you can see we opened up at $60.57. And so what I like to do next is I will go on the chart right here, maybe zoom in just a little bit. I would grab my little drawing tool, and as you can see, it gives me, once I move it up and down, it tells me like how much we've been moving or how much it moves. So I would just simply do that, and I would grab it one more time because I want to get the upside and the downside, because remember the expected move is plus or minus $1.34 from where we opened at. All right, so I can simply double click, I can edit it, and I said it was 60.57. So I'll go right here, 60.57, and then I want to go up $1.30, so 61, roughly 61.80. Like, I'm just gonna do that for the upside, and I like to have my arrows green for the upside and red for the downside. And I will have this time at 9:30. And just for the purpose of this video, I want to have this just for an hour. Right, so I'm putting it at 9:30. And when I click OK, you can see it uploads right here. So you see we pretty much hit the expected move already. So then I will come in tomorrow and I will update the expected move because that number will change. So 59.57 will be $1 down. So I'm just gonna say 20. Right. I want to have my bottom line red. I want to go to 8:30 because that's when we opened. And I want to go to 9:30 right here. And you can see once I click OK, it's right here. Right. Can't see it that all too well, but once I change this time frame, you'll see it right here. All right. So, and then I can hover over it, 60, 57, 59, 20. All right, so now it is there. Let me see if it shows up on this one as well. Yeah, so right here. Right, and if I wanted to edit it, I can just come here. I can go ahead and change the date for tomorrow. Right, same thing here. Change the date for tomorrow. Boom, click out of there and boom. All right, so now you can see right here. Right here, you see how it's ready for tomorrow. So we could potentially go up here, potentially go down here, but this expected move is for the week because the options you can see expires January 2nd. All right, so that is how I find where the expected move is, right? And so next I want to look at the day and I want to be like, okay, well, we didn't quite, or maybe we did reach the expected move. When would be a good opportunity to buy it? Because the last thing you want to do is, FOMO, fear of missing out, right? Last thing you want to do is you've seen all these green candles and you're like, man, I'm missing out. Let me jump in. If you would have jumped in right here, I mean, you would have got cooked today. So what you would be looking for is an opportunity for a pullback or a level that will hold so you can potentially buy in. So here's what I would do next. I basically would go on Webull, right? And I will get the Fibonacci retracement tool. Again, this will measure the move, but it also will give you percentages where we could potentially pull back to, right? So since we moved from down here all the way up here, I want to draw my fields from the top all the way back to the bottom because we came from here. So I want to see how far we retrace back towards this level. And so instead of me putting it here, I'm actually going to put it at the low right here, right? And then I want to go in here. I want to edit the proportions, which is the percentages. And because this is so many lines, I want to delete most of them. Only ones I want to keep are the 50% and the 61. And I will give you a deeper explanation why. So let me just clear this out. So again, the only two percentages that I want is the 50% level and the 61.8. That is also known as the golden pocket, right? So you see, we're down here, market open, we ran all the way up. If you tried to buy in, that was FOMO, you got cooked. When would be a good time to either enter this trade to go long or to enter this trade to go short? Right. And so with these two percentages right here, this is, like I said, is known as the golden pocket. So what I would do next, I would come here and simply shade out that area so I will know where exactly it is at all times, right? And so I want to line that up. And if we are above this level, right? So if we are trading above here, like if we came down and we bounced, then I would simply have this level green, just like this. But just like we did today, we actually came back, retested this level, came under it, retested again, stayed under it. I would have had this level red for the majority of the day, right? So I would have had it red like this, right? And until we for sure get back above it, like I'm going to keep this level red. You can see even right now as we speak, it is 7:33 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm in Dallas, Texas, and you can see right now if I just grab this right here, if I just grab this and just keep extending it out, like you'll see we didn't get back above this level. So what I am going to do, I am going to actually go ahead and drag this all the way out to tomorrow's close. And again, if we open up tomorrow and we're above this level, then I will simply come here and I would change this color to green in hopes that we stay up, and I will be looking for calls. If you're familiar with trading options, calls meaning you expect the stock to continue to rise and those value of your call contracts will continue to rise. But if we stay in this area or below this area, then I would keep this level red because it's acting as intraday resistance. And if we're below it, I will be looking to enter puts. Again, if you're trading stock options, puts meaning that you expect the stock price to go down, but the value of your contracts will increase, so that's a way to make money on the upside and the downside. So if you have any questions with that, please drop it down in the chat or simply send me a DM, especially if you're on TikTok. So I have my YouTube audience here. I have my TikTok audience right here. So I am kind of double dipping right now, right? So again, let me zoom in. Let me put this on the 5-minute time frame. So you see, all right. So back to what I was saying. So the market opened up and we just completely went up, right? So either you caught this at open and you was able to be profitable. I got in about right here, right? And I was able to capture another 30%. And anytime I make 30% on the trade, I make sure I bring my stop loss above break even. So that means no matter what, I can be profitable, at least see some green on that trade. And if I would have held, even if I didn't lock in my 30%, if I would have held and it came back down, I probably would have got stopped out for about 5% profit. But I did the right thing. Green is green. Can't be mad at that. However, if you had missed this move, what I would have done is waited to see how we react when we get to this level. As you can see, we drop down. I would actually have to go down to a lower time frame, and you can see exactly right what happened, right? So we got under here. Just because we drop under doesn't mean I'm going to play the downside or that I'm going to grab puts. But once we come under and then we have a candle that closes, yes, I'm interested. But I'm more interested if we can actually drop below this level, come back, retest this level just like we did here. And then look at this bearish candle right here. Just look how it is. It's like it doesn't want to be in this in the zone right here. That price action is saying, hey, I want to go a little lower. Um, and so then what I would do next is I would look at that time. That's around 9:20. Then I can simply come to my system. I want to drop this maybe down to the 5-minute time frame. And let's just go look at what my system was saying around that time. All right, so let me zoom in to where we were for that day. And I said around what was it, around 9:20? All right, boom, 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 boom. 9:20, 9:20, 9:20, 9:20. All right, so my system, my thinkorswim is actually an hour. Is it an hour difference? All right, yep. All right, see? So then when I look over here, what happened? Got a put signal, right? And it says put 5. So that means I have roughly like a 5-minute time span to make this play. And remember, this is the 1-minute time frame. So about a good 5 minutes to play this before you started to have some movement to the upside. But as you can see, 5, 10, 15, because this is the 5-minute time frame that I'm on right here. So 5, 10, 15, 20. So we had roughly about 25 minutes, which represents this whole area down here, right? And could have been profitable for sure. Maybe another 20, 30% if you were quick. So yeah, but just remember these on Nike, these are weekly contracts. So you can always swing trade. I mean, right now I'm not swinging anything in this market. I love to just day trade it, take my profits, and run. So let me put this back on the 5-minute. Let me put this back on the 5-minute. And yeah, so I just wanted to come on here and show you exactly how I'm able to take a stock. I'm able to go and find the expected move, right? So I'll go here. I take a stock, any stock, it doesn't matter. I take a stock and I go to trade. I go and look at the expected move for this week, right? This contract expires January 2nd. It's $1.34. If I go out to next week, January 9th, you can see there's a $2.34 expected move, so another dollar on top of this. And then I basically would go back to the charts, and then I would draw that out just like I did right here. So I just expect us to gravitate up towards $62 or go back down towards roughly $59 for the remainder of this week. And I'm basing my move off of I'm basing my move off of when we get to this level, do we get above it or do we get below it, right? So if we're above, again, if tomorrow we open up right here and we're above and we're just holding this level and we start going up, just like we did back here, then I would be interested in calls. If we are below it, and we start and we hold below it and we start going down, I would be interested in puts. So you can do this pretty much with any stock, any ticker, right? I love to look at the S&P 500, ticker symbol SPY. If you don't know what that is, that's the top 500 companies in the US. I also like to use it for triple Qs, QQQ. That is the top 100 tech companies. I like to do it for DIA, that's the Dow Jones, IWM, that's small caps. And just to see the movement in those indices. And then I can look at individual tickers. I also like to trade like Tesla, Amazon, any of the Magnificent Seven, Meta, Microsoft, Apple. So all of those are good stocks that you can practice this method on. But you can use those two things, expected move, and you can use Fibonacci levels and draw out the golden pocket. Be patient, wait for entries, wait for exits, and you can be very profitable as a trader. So if you found value in this, again, you definitely want to uh, maybe think about becoming a part of my trading community. And like I said, it's actually it's actually free to join, right? It's actually free to join. And with free membership, you get the monthly live workshops. So I will do live workshops and drop them into the community once a month. You get the Start Fast roadmap. But again, if you want to actually live trade with me, like tomorrow around 8:30 a.m. Central Time. Again, I'm in Dallas, Texas, or if you're on the East Coast, 9:30. If you're on the West Coast, what's that, 6:30? You definitely want to upgrade to the premium tier. That's less than $2 a day. That's less than a Starbucks cup of coffee. If you want VIP access, I mean, you get all the premium benefits. You get small group coaching, you get VIP chat, but most importantly, in the VIP group, you get priority text me. Like, yes, you get my personal number. You ever get support from me, you can reach out to me anytime, day or night. And so I just want to throw that out there again. How do you find that? You go to skool.com. You click on Discover Communities. You type in Stock Option Society that you see right here, right? And then you're able to come into community. So people are starting to join. Once I get to 100 members, I will up that premium price. So if you want to come in, be around like-minded individuals, I would love to have you. I would love to live trade with you if you think about upgrading to the premium tier, and I'll show you my exact trading strategies, what other indicators I use, and I will show you how to find these key levels so where you can enter the market with confidence and don't feel like gambling. So hope you all found value in that. Until then, I will catch you on the next trading session. Y'all have a good day.